Hey, how's it going guys? It's JTJudgment here and welcome back to something a little bit different on the channel today. Today I'm going to be starting doing some content on FUT Champions. That's right guys, for the longest time now, I can only remember my content being, player reviews and legend reviews within Ultimate Team. I think I'm going to start doing some content, vary things up a little bit. So I decided, you know what, FUT Champions is new in Ultimate Team. Why not start making content on that, guys? So you can expect a lot more FUT Champions content from me. This is the team that I am going to be using in this weekend's FUT Champion tournament. Basically, it's just your basic Premier League team, nothing too expensive. You're not going to be seeing any of those super, mega, ultra expensive teams on this channel anytime soon. You know, the ones using the blue Ronaldo, blue Messi, any blue players, the legends like Pele, Hullet, Weah, all that sort of stuff. I have not got nowhere near the amount of coins to be able to afford those guys right now, but hopefully if FUT Champions goes well for me, it won't be too long before I can afford them myself. But this is the team that we are rocking, guys. We've got Karius in goal, our left back and right back is Walker and Van Aanholt, our centre back partnership is Smalling and Bailey. Moving up to the left mid and the right mid, guys, we have got the player of the month Hazard as well as player of the month Sterling. Our centre mid partnership is Kante and Eriksen, and then to head the team off, guys, we've got Lukaku and Musa. This team performs fantastically for me in season, so I'm hoping it can do the exact same for me in FUT Champions as well. Today, guys, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to play the first 10 games in FUT Champions, so there's going to be 10 games in this video for you guys. I hope that is enough for one video. Let me know, guys, what you think of this video in the comment section down below. It would be greatly appreciated. How do you think I can improve these videos as well? Let me know in the comment section down below all your guys' feedback. I take it to heart, guys. I really do appreciate the feedback you guys give me. So what we're going to do now, guys, I'm going to stop rambling right now anyway. I'm going to play the 10 games. I'll come back, I'll show you the highlights and let you know how I got on. So let's do it, guys. Alright guys, so I've gone and played the first 10 games in this week's FUT Champions, and this is the very first guy that we did come up against. He's got a pretty nice Premier League team with Inform Reed. He's done the player of the month just SBC for the Dele Alli card, whose card looks absolutely fantastic, by the way. I'm still yet to do it myself, and seeing as I've got a Premier League team for this weekend's FUT Champions, I think I'm going to try and see if I can gather the coins together and get that SBC done as soon as possible. But the very first game, I gotta say, we started things off very well, guys. We managed to come up against someone that I felt that I could beat. You go into those games and after you see, within the first 5-10 minutes of the game, you see how your opponent is playing, you get a general feel of whether or not you think you are going to play against this guy well enough to win, and this is the sort of player that I think, or I thought I should say, when playing him, I thought that I could beat him. We take the lead with Lukaku very early on. As you can see there, a strike coming off the post yet again from Ahmed Musa, who is an absolute tank in this game, guys. If you have not used Musa, used him. I've used him for about 250 games and he's got nearly 200 goals for me. The boy is fantastic. We get the ball with Musa, do a little bit of skill, cross down the wing and into Lukaku, but unfortunately it's straight into the hands of Begovic there, so we do not manage to come away with anything from that play, unfortunately. But it's not the end, guys. It's not the end. This guy does manage to bring one back, as you can see here. Karius making the save, but unlucky for me, parries it across the box. Who's there to get the shot off? His SBC, Dele Alli, is there to slot it home, and he does manage to bring one goal back, guys. As you can see from the replay, Karius does manage to get his hand to the ball, but he just can't keep it out of the net, so unfortunately he does manage to bring it level there. But guys, I will say, from the kickoff we managed to keep the ball very well, holding the ball, get a bit of fortune our way, we will say, but the ball does fall to Ahmed Musa yet again, guys, and he does manage to slot it into the back of the net, making it 2-1 to me in the, what minute is that? I don't even know what minute it is. It's 2-1 anyway, it's 2-1. A lot of time goes by by then, guys, just before the first half, Ahmed Musa yet again popping up with another goal, jumping what seems like 10 foot in the air to get his head to the ball, which is very, very unlike Ahmed Musa in this game. He is not somebody that scores headers on a regular basis, but he managed to come up strong for me there, and he does manage to sink one home for us. And then to finish things off, guys, we get Romelu Lukaku in the box yet again, and he manages to sink one home, making it 4-1 to me. And this is the point where I thought to myself, yeah, this one is my game to win now. 4-1. It was pretty much easy there on. There wasn't really much challenge from the guy. I think he just gave up after the fourth goal went in. As you will see in just a second from the possession stats, we did manage to have a very, very good game. We finished off the game 4-1, so that's a very, very positive start to this week's FUT Champions. So we move on to the second game now, guys, and this is the team that we do manage to come up against. It's a 5-at-the-back Premier League team with the legend Gary Lineker up top, giving links to Griezmann, and the inform version of Ben Yedder. And I don't know what happened, guys. The connection bars were the exact same as the first game, but this game, the delay was real. My players just did not want to do what I was pressing, and it cost me. It cost me greatly, guys. We take an early goal scored against us. His inform Ben Yedder manages to slot one home, but it doesn't stop there, guys. 12 minutes into the game, he manages to sink 2 goals. His legend Gary Lineker coming into play there, guys, as you can see. And from that point on, I just wasn't really in the game, you know, because the delay was real. My players weren't doing what I was pressing. It was annoying the shit out of me, to be perfectly honest. We managed to get an opportunity with Leroy Fer from a distance, but unfortunately he cannot capitalise on that chance, and he manages to hit it just past the post. But a few minutes after that, guys, not long after, we do pass the ball pretty well. Jamie Vardy gets clear. What does he do? He manages to sink it home, hits the back of the net. Jamie Vardy does that very, very regularly for me. Thankfully, he managed to do that on that occasion as well. I always love scoring against Jack Butland, man, seeing as he's so broken for everyone that uses him, except for me. I don't know why, but Jack Butland is absolutely terrible for me. But as we all know, whenever we play against him, the boy just seems like he's got a million hands and he saves absolutely anything, you know. But again, you know, 80 minutes into the game, the boy gets another chance. His Ben Yedder manages to break free, or Ben Arthur, I should say, and I do maybe slightly throw my controller down in frustration, causing the Xbox to dashboard for a second. But 84 minutes in, or 85 minutes in, we do manage to get one back with our Eden Hazard, making it 3-2. And I did get the confidence back into the team, you know. I managed to get the confidence back to start playing well. But unfortunately, guys, the game ended 3-2. After that, the third goal went in from my opponent. He just started playing round the back. I got very, very lucky with the last goal from Hazard. But after that, guys, he just started passing constantly round the back, and I just could not break his defence down, seeing as he had 5 at the back, and passing round that 5 at the back, it was just too difficult for me to break. So unfortunately, we do not manage to come away with anything from Game 2. So we move on to Game 3 now, guys, and this is the team we come up against. It's your basic Premier League team. Alexis Sanchez, you got Vardy, you got Mane up top, making a very, very, very fast attacking trio. But I'm glad to say, guys, that this was one of the games where I knew pretty much almost instantly that I was going to do very, very well in. You know, the guy just kept making mistakes. I was passing the ball very well. I was holding the ball with my team very well, and I was able to capitalise in nearly all of the mistakes that this boy made, guys. So with Sadio Mane breaking free in around the 20th minute, I think it was, using that pace to bomb down the wing and using his weak foot to slot it past the goalkeeper. That was a very, very nice goal indeed. But we managed to break free with Sadio Mane yet again, but I decide to pass it through to Lukaku, who manages to just get it past the goalkeeper, guys. Lloris nearly managing to get a hand hand to it to stop it from going into the back of the net, but thankfully and luckily Lukaku manages to get on the end of it, making it 2-0. But just before we hit the 50th minute, guys, Jamie Vardy decides he wants in on some of the fun, and he manages to slot it into the back of the net, making it 3-0. And not long after that, guys, Jamie Vardy himself yet again manages to break free. You can see his defender trying to muscle him off the ball, but Jamie's having none of it. He is just shrugging him off like he is nothing, and he manages to sink it home, making it 4-0. And that's it, guys. That's all she wrote, guys. As you can see, he rage quit in the 52nd minute. As you can expect, going 4-0 down with only 30 minutes or so left to play, you can't imagine yourself really getting back into the game. And this guy decides to rage quit. Makes my life easier, you know? So hopefully we can repeat this in the next game. So we go into another game now, guys, and this is the team we come up against this time. It's yet another Barclays Premier League team with the likes of Sturridge, Mane, Martial. He's got Courtois in goal. He's got Koscielny in defence. It's a very, very, very good Premier League team. And from the get-go, I just knew this was another one of those laggy, delayed games again. You know, my players feeling very slow and sluggish on the ball. They weren't doing what I wanted them to do when I pressed for certain things. And I knew it was going to be a tough, tough game. But we managed to take the lead in the 26th minute with a penalty taken nicely by Eden Hazard. And that lead managed to last until the 65th minute when this guy managed to break free and slot it home with Anthony Martial, my defender. They just weren't doing what I was pressing for them to do, you know, which it caused problems for me from the very first minute. When I get laggy games and my defenders don't do what I press for things when I press for them, then I'm going to defend like a complete retard, you know, and I'm not going to be able to do stuff that I want to do. And it causes stuff like this to happen, you know. Sadio Mane manages to make it 2-1 in extra time. This did go past the first 90 minutes, guys, into extra time. And that is all she wrote for this game as well, guys. It went into the 120 minutes, and he managed to come away with the win 2-1 there, guys. Yet another laggy game. Really don't like those laggy games, guys, especially in FUT Champions, because as you can see, it's costing me wins, you know. So hopefully we can pick something up in the next game. So we jump into the next game now, guys, and guess what we come up against? It's another Barclays Premier League team. This time he's got Sturridge up front, he's got the likes of Kante in midfield and Eric Bailly in defence. It's just basically your average Barclays Premier League team. If you come up against a Barclays Premier League team whenever you play this game, this is the sort of team you are likely to come up against. And I've got to say, yet again, guys, this was another one of those really laggy, really delayed games yet again. You know, and I think you can guess exactly what the outcome of this match is. You know, we take an early goal. He scores against us very early on in the game, unfortunately, with his Shaqiri. And my defenders, they just weren't doing, again, what I pressed for. You know, I was pressing B to tackle, and they were doing that stupid tackle where they'd stick their leg out, and then they're just stuck in position for a second or two, and all your opponent has to do then is sprint past the defender, and they're gone. You know, and it was just one of those games that really did frustrate me, you know, but we managed to pull one back, guys. In the 49th minute, we do manage to pull one back with Kante, making it 2-1, and at this point, I'm thinking to myself, right, if we can score one, we can score two. Going through his team with Ahmed Musa, we managed to pass the ball through his defence to Lukaku, who does manage to slot it home in the 69th minute, making it 2-2. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, right, we can win this. I can do something to come away with a win in this game. And then this happens. The ball is bundled all over the place in my box, and this is how I concede the goal. You know, he runs down the wing with someone, I don't know who it is, I think it's Martial. I was pressing B with Van Arnold to tackle, he wasn't doing it. And then the ball, it gets chested towards my keeper by Pereira. I then press X on my Xbox controller to clear the ball out. He does not hit the ball hard enough, he just passes the ball to the edge of the box where my opponent picks the ball up. He shoots from that position, and Pereira, who is in the perfect position to block that shot, he just stands still and lets the ball go into the back of the net. Such a disappointing end to that game, guys. I was in the mood to finally bring something something from that game, but we get extremely unlucky to lose the game the way that we did. Unfortunately, it's a 3-2 loss. We are picking up the losses, guys. It's a shame that FUT Champions doesn't give you anything for losing, you know, because if it did, then we would be laughing right now. So there we have it, guys. I know there hasn't been 10 games as I intended to use in this video, but for some reason my Elgato game capture card decided to crash on 5 of the games that I recorded while playing FUT Champions. It's the first time it's ever done that, guys. Crashed that many times, unfortunately. So what happened is that we played the first 10 games, we managed to win 5 and lose 5. So it's an even 5-5 for me right now, which is a bad start in my opinion. It needs to be much better. Before FUT Champions started, I had a personal goal of 30 wins. If I want to reach that goal, I really need to step up my game, guys. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you did enjoy something a little bit different from the usual player/legend reviews that I do. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this video and if you would like to see more. Also, how do you think I can improve this series? Do you want to see more games? Do you want to see less games? Do you want me to put a face cam in? Do you want me to play the games live so you get live reactions from the games? I don't know, guys. This is a work in progress for me right now. Your feedback would be greatly appreciated. So that's going to wrap things up from me today. I hope you did enjoy. Please subscribe today if you are new. Like the video, guys, as well if you did enjoy. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, please take care and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.